What you got?
I got the most advanced torque gun I have ever seen.
Is that a computer screen?
It is.
Let me see.
Wash your hands.
So times are changing. One, everything is going to battery. Two, safety is number one in every shop. And three,
Liability.
it's not my fault. And this thing actually takes care of all three of those. I keep wanting to call it an impact gun, but it is not an impact gun, it is a torque gun. What it actually is a reaction arm that butts up against something solid, and then just a socket that's able to tighten any nut from 50 foot-pounds to 250 foot-pounds, and lets you set your desired torque or torque angle. Very, very cool. Now, this thing on its own, the way it is limited to kind of an industrial side because the arm has to hit something, obviously, right? But if you're tightening something all day, every day, that's hand, right? This will take all the impact away from your hand. No more tendonitis because all of it goes through this arm here. So multiple screens allow you to set your torque setting, and then your torque and angle setting, and then your release setting as well.
So this is your torque, 150 pounds, and this is your angle, your stretch, and this is the release. Perfect.
So what's cool about this thing on an industrial scale is you don't need the reaction arm if you get HYTORC's knurled washers. So the flower washer matches their socket and has knurls on one end. By putting a knurled washer on both sides, on the back of the head, and then using the knurled side down on the flower washer and using this, it eliminates the need to hold the bolt on the back side. So say you're putting a gravity bin together, if you were to use all of HYTORC's washers, you could get rid of the guy inside the bin and go on your merry way on your own.
Simple.
Done.
Good to go.
So on the industrial side, it really eliminates fatigue on the hand. Noise, it's very quiet. That's pretty cool. But on an automotive side, it's not super practical unless you get this adapter kit with it. And what this allows you to do is to grab whatever bolt you're working with beside and attach to it. Because in a perfect world, the reaction arm would be able to hit everything, but we don't live in a perfect world. So if we're sticking the slide in, say we're torquing some tires, we're able to put a socket on one nut over here and then put your actual socket on a nut over here. Now, you're wondering, don't get me wrong, this will not replace an impact gun, but what it does do is be able to point the blame on somebody else. Say somebody's coming in saying, I need new tires on my camper before I go. I got a 3/4 ton truck, I want new tires on, and you can tell that his truck is overloaded. What this thing does is record every time that this trigger's been pulled. So you tell him, listen, your camper, your truck is way overloaded, your tires on your trailer are way overloaded. I will torque them, I will use my torque gun, and it will record saying at 10:10 in the morning, I pulled the trigger 8 times on that tire and I torqued his tires to 110 foot-pounds or 120 or whatever the truck recommends it is. And he goes down the highway, and after driving halfway across the country, his tires fall off and blames you. You did not torque my tires. What this does is allow you to say, at 10:10 in the morning, I have proof because I have it recorded that I torqued your tires to the proper spec, and I told you your truck was overloaded. Not my fault. You go to court, have a good time. So you're able to go back on your screen and see what you've torqued to, but you're also able to upload every time you pulled the trigger onto a tablet. So what really this comes down to, it's not going to replace an impact gun because it's slow, but it is precise. So a great use that I would think it for is when we're doing a bearing roll on an engine. A lot of them are torque to yields, and if you forget, if your phone rings, and did I torque that bolt, did I not? Because once you stretch that bolt, you can't go back. You can't back it off again and try again. It only has one application. But what this gun will allow you to do is to be able to go back in your tablet and say, okay, yes, I did pull the trigger 11 times, and I need to have pulled it 12 times, so one of these bolts is still loose. So if you guys have any extra uses or where you think this could be really cool, right now this is their smallest gun that they make, which is 50 to 250 foot-pounds. I'd love to see it in a little 3/8 version with a 10 inch-pounds to say 30 foot-pounds, 50 foot-pounds, and that would allow a lot of time saving from snugging down like a valve cover valley or rocker arm bolts, things like that. You can go along, tighten them one setting, it eliminates the use to grab your torque gun or your torque stick, sorry. Speed-wise, it's not quick, but it is precise, and that's what we're going for. So, thanks HYTORC for sending us this and letting us try this out. If you guys want to check out HYTORC's site, the link is down below. And yeah, very cool. You'll see a lot of these in the future, I'm sure. And I'm excited to see what else they're going to come out with. Here we go. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because you never know what you're going to see next week on DeBoss Garage. If you like what you see, there's a lot of stuff happening to help support the channel. And remember, if you're not filthy, you're not rich.